So here are the ingredients that I use. That's my NutriBullet cup. So that's the base. Uh, so basically I just put in water and some ice when I want lower calories. One of the other things which is new and actually is really good for a base is right here, cashew. Get the unsweetened. It's only 25 calories per serving. And as you can see there, it says it's creamier than skim milk and a lot of good health benefits. And it does have a touch of almond. So I personally like this better than almond milk. It makes a better smoothie. One of the main ingredients is the whey protein. Now the whey protein, as you can see, this is Metrics brand. But the key here is that it says natural. A lot of whey proteins has artificial sweeteners. Make sure to look at the ingredients in the back and see what it's sweetened with. So basically, I look for a whey protein that has no sugar, no artificial sweetener. If it's sweetened with stevia, which is based on a natural plant, that it's fine. So it might be a little bit more expensive than regular whey protein, but that's one of the keys. And a lot of people tend to buy protein thinking they're buying something healthy. But when it's sweetened with artificial sweetener, it kind of like defeats the purpose. So that's one of the biggest keys as far as when you buy your protein. Now to get a little vegetables in there, baby spinach. Basically you don't really taste it in a smoothie, so I tend to like baby spinach. And I grab a handful of that and throw that in there, or a few leaves anyway. In addition to that, I like to get a little bit more greens, so I supplement with some green powder here. So it's a vegetable supplement by Ultimate Nutrition. I picked that one, but you could pick any greens that you want to get a little bit more greens there. So I want a nice balanced smoothie in the morning. On this particular one, I use a banana. So to get some carbs on there. Now to get some good fats, there's a couple of items that you could use. Once in a while, I'll select one out of these three items and I'll go over it now to get some good fats here. So basically, Barleans came out with some flavored fish oil, and they actually put a lot of good supplements in here as well. So this particular one here is actually mango peach. So sometimes if I'm going to use, for example, let's say an orange versus a banana, I might tend to use this one there to give it a nice tropical flavor, you might say. Here's another favorite of mine though, is basically the key lime. So this is probably one that I would use with this smoothie with the greens and the vegetables. The key lime gives it a nice touch, a nice flavor. Now, otherwise you could use chia seed. It's known to be very high antioxidant, higher than blueberries here, the way the Spectrum brand. So you got omega-3 and fiber in here. So you could get a tablespoon of this when I'm not using the fish oil. Or otherwise you could use ground flaxseed. And here are some good omega-3 fatty acids as well. So there you have some good fats. So we're having a nice balanced smoothie in the morning. This one you might not want to do, but I've been doing it for over a year. Is I basically get an organic egg, one egg. So I'll take one egg and just throw in there a raw egg. But like I said, you might not want to do that. But I've been doing it and have no problem with it. The natural egg is good for the skin, and actually it's healthy. And also out of the egg you get some additional protein and some good fat as well. And then last but not least, I like my smoothie a little bit sweeter, since all these products are natural and not as sweet. So what I do is I supplement once in a while with natural honey. So I get pure honey. So this is local honey here. And it's amazing. I didn't realize, because the honey that I get over the counter, it's not as natural, and it's not as good as pure honey, and the taste is totally different. So pure honey actually tastes really well, so maybe I'll use a teaspoon of that. And in addition to that, I use stevia. This is from a natural plant. It has 0 calories. So I'll just take a packet of this and throw it to make my smoothie. So there you have it. That's one of my breakfast smoothies that I have almost every morning, but this is the smoothie of the week, and I change it with different variations and different smoothies. And yeah, give it a try. I'm sure you'll really enjoy this particular smoothie. And I'll be talking to you further with other smoothies that I do. But anyway, these are all the ingredients that I'm using here, and it's pretty easy to do. And you'll have a nice balanced meal for the morning, and you'll see the big difference in your energy levels. And since it's all natural, remember, we're eating clean to get lean, and we're getting stronger to be used by God longer. Alrighty, have a great day. God bless.